Hey guys, Wolvie here and welcome back to the channel. As always, the usual disclaimer. Any opinion here is mine and mine alone. So this is going to be part 3 of the component reveal for the secret build. There's going to be a part 4. However, it is the peripherals like the computer mouse, keyboard, and a mouse pad. But that won't be done until a later date because I'm still deciding whether or not I should stick with Corsair for the keyboard, the mouse, and the mouse pad, or go with a different brand and figure something out from there. But I will mention here that the secret build is going to be completely plug and play, meaning that the driver is a female driver, she gets it, she could just, turn it on, put in a PIN or a password, and then go from there. But in the meantime, I'm going to be revealing the final 2 components of this particular build. I'm going to reveal one other item that's tied to the case. And to reiterate the case right here, it is the Asus TUF Gaming GT301. This is a more compact case, as you can see here. So I'm not going to have room for a really beefy air coolers, which is why I went with a low profile. So without any further delay, I'm going to reveal here the boot drive right here. This is the Samsung 980 Pro 2 terabyte. Just to zoom in on there, just to focus, to put a little emphasis on how many on the terabyte number here. And for the little FYI for the 980 Pro, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. It has a read speed of about 7,000 megabytes per second, which is about 7 gigabytes in my personal opinion. But yeah, this is the brand new, the new boot drive. I've been meaning to film this, but life tends to get in the way, and I don't really have much time to really film things. So this is the boot drive for the build. And the reason why I went with Samsung, I was doing a little bit of thinking, researching all that stuff. The whole thing with this type of drive for a boot drive, as long when you compare it to the Western Digital Black series, and specifically the SN850, SN850X, there's not much of a difference of in sense of performance. If you do apples to apples, 2 terabyte from Samsung 980 Pro versus the SN850X versus the SN850 versus the Samsung 990 Pro, there's not much of a difference really, because they're all Gen 4 NVMe drives. So it's and I know this particular one here gives really good value for the money, in my personal opinion. It's less than $200 if you know where to look. And for me, I was able to get this for less than $200 from a vendor on Mercari. And when it comes to drives that come brand new like this, it is very, very worth it, in my opinion, to go with Mercari for some items, because chances are it's going to be brand new like this, and you get it for a steal of a price like I did. So I would not rule out Mercari as a potential place to buy some computer components, as long as it's brand new. And the reason why I'd rather go brand new for components, especially for the builds that I do for other people, is because that way I don't run into the risk of getting email or a text message or a private message on Discord saying, hey, this broke, what do I do, blah, blah, blah. So this is it. That's the final, this is the boot drive for the secret build. And for the power supply, this came in. This is the EVGA 850 P6, it's the Supernova family. This is 80 plus platinum. Now, people are wondering why this is a bit overkill. Here's the thing. First and foremost, this is a fully modular power supply, meaning that you control what you put into it. Meaning that you decide what gets plugged up into the power supply. And yes, I will agree with what people say about power supplies. Do not cheap out on your power supplies. Now, 850 is actually a very reasonable number for a power supply, especially when you have a GPU that's the 3060 Ti and a CPU that's the AMD Ryzen 7 5700X. Which means that I don't have to worry about the realm of bottlenecking. So to finish this video off a little bit, I do have an announcement on Odin coming up, which will be brief at the very end of this video. So this is a bit of a walkthrough of the parts. Now, I do want to mention here that the fan you see here, there's just one fan of the 6. And that is the Corsair LL120. That, the memory kit here, that is a 32 gigabyte kit. That's a 3600 megahertz kit. That's DDR4. And like I said, the reason why I want to mention the fan real quick is because there are 5 others in the case that I've already pre-installed. There is a RGB hub in the case already, so that way I mentioned that before people scream at me in the comments section. And yes, that is that's going to be going into the build once I make sure it's all posted, all that good stuff. There is one other piece to the puzzle, and this came with the case, and this is something where I won't be putting this in until everything is installed. I close the case. I'm going to show you where in the case it goes, and this is the I'm going to be using this to get the windows into the build after it's all said and done. Let me show you real quickly. So I'm going to be pointing it out. So this it's either this is I can do it on this side or on this side, doesn't matter. But I will be waiting until everything is installed, alongside the fact that it's closed, it's working 100%. So what I'm going to be doing is that after it's all, the case is all, everything's all assembled, everything is running, is I put this on top like so. And then I have like a thumb screw to put it down. And this actually holds on like your headphones or whatever. So what I'm going to be doing between now and part 6 is I'm going to be like unboxing some stuff to create a little bit more space. But like I said, this is the 5700X CPU. And for me, I was thinking it's either going to be the 5600X, 5700X, or 5800X for the CPU. I just want to, not have as much bottlenecking as possible. Because of both Odin, Rated, and Deadpool have either a 5900X for the CPU or the 5800X. So I was debating on this, but I want to bring some degree of balance in sense of like how much bottlenecking, whatever have you. But yeah, in any event, I'm going to be ending the video on this particular aspect, the secret build. But like I said, I will be like unboxing some stuff so I can create a little bit more space. But regarding Odin, right over here, I actually pulled the trigger on the upgrades in sense of the NVMe drives for this particular chassis here. Now, I do want to mention here, now the case is the NZXT H510 Flow, but I want to point out here that with this particular front part, I actually spray painted that white, and that's why it's the front panel is white instead of black that it came with. It looks really awesome in my personal opinion, but like I said, what I did off screen for Odin is that, like I said, I bought the 2 NVMe drives. They're both by Western Digital, and they're both the SN850X 2 terabyte. So the total amount of storage for Odin now is at 8 terabytes. And what I was able to do with the new storage drive in Odin now is basically I was able to clone it. I found a program to clone the drive. I was able to install it. Everything is working perfectly, flawlessly as I expected. I also got rid of, I wouldn't say got rid of per se, but it's like I removed the heatsink that came with the motherboard here. That's the motherboard, by the way, is the Asus ROG Strix X570E gaming Wi-Fi 2. So that's down there. What I did with the original operating the original NVMe drives, I still have them. I do, so that gives me a extra NVMe spare in the sense of like, if anybody needs it, just let me know. But with all that, like I said, once I get done with filming this video, I will be doing a small amount of unboxing, so that way I can get things on the road for part 6. So with Wolvie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.